Good morning, everybody. Check, check. Good morning, good morning. Another day, another dollar. Okay. New week, new opportunities ahead of us. Super thankful to just be here. My office, able to trade. Market's gonna open here. 7 minutes. Let's take a look. What we got going on. Gonna draw this bottom 1 hour candle out. And then to draw this 1 hour candle out. This trend line's not really that clean. And draw a trend line downward here. We already broke it. Testing. So two scenarios playing in my mind on NQ. We'll wait till open. We have this larger time frame, 1 hour trend line. We are in a large 1 hour demand currently here. And also on the 1 hour, we are making new highs, right? So ideally, we'd want to be looking for longs. So some sort of consolidation for the day. Kind of gets tighter. Breakout, retest, long. Would be pretty great if we get the consolidation before breakout, but that's one scenario. Another scenario is, we're making lower highs. If we're looking at the bear case, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and we're just selling off. There's more selling pressure. So if we were to look for shorts at the open, this 1 hour supply right here would be an area of interest to go short. So it would be another trend line test, lower high, something like this. Boom. Hopefully like a change of structure. So make a lower high. Boom. Shorts. That's another scenario. And then the last scenario at open is we sell off on the 1 minute, long strong sell off, and some sort of retest in this 1 hour demand new supply to go short to the next 1 hour demand. So those are the three things that we're looking at on gold, or sorry, NQ. But we're just going to play it safe and let price kind of do its thing and wait for some more confirmations. All right, but let's jump in and take a look at gold. All right, so gold on the 1 hour, what we're going to do is mark off our 1 hour demand, delete everything. The drawings are removed. Here's a 1 hour demand. And then the 1 hour supply is a little weird, but this is 1 hour supply. Price has been trading in this supply zone quite a bit. The 1 hour candles are tight. Price is trying to hold. Buyers are, buying, and sellers are trying to sell. A little bit indecisive, and the last 3 hours we're slowly selling off. If we zoom out on the 1 hour, we just kind of look at this half. We're on a sell-off, and price did come up to this 1 hour supply here pretty much and test it to go lower. So I think shorts are on the table. It's just a matter of where we want to enter short. So we just need to play it safe and wait. I don't really know where I like to see gold go at the moment, so I think I just need to let price do its thing at the open. Cool. And 628, let's take a look at the news. What do we got here? August 18th, 628. We have NAHB housing market index. Nothing red folder for our market session. So clear skies. We don't have to worry about much. Just focus on taking setups that we feel comfortable with. And that's it. Patience pays. So yeah, let me put that up on the screen for us because that's what we did last week. Just our friendly reminder. Patience paid. So on my TopStep account, pro funded, we are up $941 in profit, which is great. Trailing drawdowns $1,900. I have a second challenge started with Take Profit Trader, which I need to remind myself to update my expense sheet. So I've been tallying my expenses for trading, like how much challenges, how much I'm making back, because I really am running it as close as possible as a business. That's the goal. Okay, guys, market open. That's not that clean of a trend line. Yeah, just gonna chill out. All right, we're just chilling. Don't want to rush into anything. Why? Because patience pays. All right, being patient pays. Being too patient doesn't pay. So we have to be careful of that. Can't be too patient. As of right now, it's too early to kind of tell anything. I do feel a little trigger happy. I do want to get into something. It is Monday. 2 days of no trading. I do feel a little off. Feels like I don't know what I'm doing. If you trade regularly, let me know if that's how you feel. But 2 days of not looking at the charts and trading definitely makes me feel a little wonky. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Rashawn, hey, you're good, bro. Good morning. Good morning. But yeah, not trading for 2 days makes me feel a little weird, like I don't know what I'm doing. So just gonna get myself a bit more relaxed, watching the charts. I am looking at this short here, but patience pays. We're just gonna stay chill. This was last night. I actually looked at the charts last night. I saw this trend line form, and pretty interesting. I didn't, obviously this was at 10 o'clock my time, so I was already going to bed. So this is a good trend line that would break, and boom, broke, and sell it off. Very nice. Buyers stepping in on NQ. All right, so if we're looking at this 1 hour, like we discussed earlier, we're making lower highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Do we make another lower high here? Is the question. Is this an area where we see another lower high? I like the odds of it being a lower high here on NQ because we still need to see some sort of double bottom confirmation for the next leg higher. So I'm liking shorts on NQ in this area. It's also a 4 hour supply. Look, we made a new lower low, right? Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low on the 4 hour. This would be lower high, lower high. So, and we're not looking for the biggest move in the world, guys. We're just taking a few points. So, I'm gonna map out what my risk would be and possibly take this short. So if we were to put our stops above the supply, take it all the way back down here, 7 contracts, $287 to potentially make 896. I'm willing to risk 328. I think I'm open to risking a little bit more because I like the setup. But let's wait. So what would be our confirmations going short? You know, let's talk this through. If we're on the bear side, we want to build a case. One, we have 1H, we're making lower highs. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, we're making lower highs. 2, we're going to be in a 1 hour supply. Morning. So if we're going to be in a 1 hour supply, that's another, confluence area. 3, it's also going to be a trend line test. So those are 3, strong confluences in my opinion to watch this thing short. Okay. There's also an opportunity to go long here if we want to on the move up. So somewhere here, make the move long. The probability of price coming up into this 1 hour supply is decently high in my opinion. So if you flip your bias long up to that area, that's also a trade. I've done this before. So on the TopStep accounts, I don't mind taking that risk. So what do we got here? 7. Taking it long, somewhere a little bit deeper. Want to be a little bit more conservative. See if I can take this long. So what would be our cases long? Well, I don't want to take it on the pro account. I just want to take it on the challenges. So limit by 5. Boom. Come on. Oh. Well, it looks like we might not get that pullback. I was a little too aggressive in the entry. Nice move up. Nice move up. This 5-minute candle is going to close here. See if we get this opportunity. Not on the pro account. On the challenge account, I'm open to taking this long. All right, so 2 challenge accounts. Take Profit Pro, TopStep, and they get this Apex also. 2, 3. 2, 3, 7. Okay, y'all. Let's see.
Order filled.
I'm in. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why does this always do that? Bottom of this candle. I'm not on live. I'm just taking this long on challenge accounts, guys. Here's the take profit. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Oof. Doesn't look good for us. Doesn't look good for us. You took longs. Nice, brother. Nice, nice, nice. 1 second left on this 1 minute candle. We're in a 5-minute demand. Ideally would like to see this move higher. If not, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's like a saying. There was this 5-minute demand here that would have been, oops. This. So this is 1 hour supply. And then this is a 5-minute demand in there. So entry might have been a bit better waiting for this area to get in. But can't always get a perfect entry. So I'm going to leave this 5-minute chart up here. And then 1 minute on the left. This next 1 minute candle is pretty important for us to close bullish. So hopefully it does. If not, might be cooked. Again, guys, this is just the challenge account. I'm not in the live funded account right now. 7, 6, 5, 4. We can close above the 13 would be great. We didn't. So high chance that we're cooked, y'all. High chance, high key. But we'll see. Eyes are stepping up, which is nice. 15-minute candle just closed, or is about to close. Oh, it did. So, and not the strongest 15-minute candle here. Nice big rejection. But still in, we're still alive. Our entry was a little aggressive. Would have been nice to be down here, but all good. We got this 200 EMA to fight through. Let's zoom down to the 1 minute. 30 EMA is holding, which is kind of rough. We got the 200 that we bounced off of, which is nice. So we just need to hold this 13 EMA in the 1 minute for the next leg higher. Bullish confirmation would be this 200 EMA and the 13 coming to cross over. That hasn't happened since last night. So it would be strong bullish confirmation for 13 to come up and cross the 200 on the 5 minute. But we're not looking for the biggest move in the world. $83525 would be 83525 would be take profit area. Okay, guys, that's a nice little move. Taking profit at these highs is a good take profit area, to be honest. But it'd be like a 1.2 R move for me. I'm going to try sticking it out to 283525. We're not out of the clear yet. Just because we're in profit doesn't mean we're out of the clear. This 1 minute candle can flip. Would like to see a 5 minute engulfing candle of this last 5 minute sell-off candle. Would be very strong confluence. All right, last 1 minute candle within this 5 minute candle. I know it's confusing, but the bear confluence got me to go long, meaning the probability of price coming to this area was high key for me. Like, I was looking to take a trade here. And in that case, that if you believe that price is going to come here, sometimes you just flip your bias and go long. So that's why I took it long. In the long case, you know, we did build 1 hour supply here, or demand, making lower highs in the 5 minute. So there's some strong confluences there. But at the end of the day, we might be wrong. We just never know. Hold up. Okay, trailing drawdown on Apex is what I'm watching right now. Are we really need to see this last 5 minute candle or this 1 minute candle flip right here for me to feel confident? If not, we might be cooked. Oof. Took the shot, y'all. Took the shot. It's coming down.
Order filled.
There you go. Okay, out on all the challenge accounts. So if you took that long, kept your tight stop, good for you. Left it open. We got stopped out here, which is part of the game. I like the setup. I'm not mad about it. I'm actually pretty content with our entry was a little bit aggressive, but overall, I do like the setup, and I do like, you know, the bottoming out on the 5 minute. Like I said earlier, we're making lower highs, but even then, I would have liked price to go short up here. We would have never gone short in the area that it's in now. So down 302 on TopStep, and took a $400 loss on the challenge account. And then on Apex's account, I pretty much gave back the profits from last month, or last week, which is fine. That one day of profit. But the pro account is still live, $941 in profit. So losing sucks. Can we all just agree? Losing sucks, but losing is part of trading. Like, you can't avoid it. As much as I want to avoid losing a trade, you can't. It's just part of the game. So what I try to do is take my fingers off the trigger, let price kind of play out, and wait for the next opportunity. So let's take our eyes off of gold or NQ for a moment. Take a look at gold. Selling off. This area of the 1 hour demand is a strong area for longs. NQ starting to sell off. You know, going short is interesting to me. Down here. Look for a retest. Boom. But the issue with that is we're at this 1 hour demand, or 1 hour 200 EMA. So I don't want to get caught in that. All right, if this 5 minute candle flips, I'm going to take it back long. Like, if we come back up to this level, the last minute or so, I want to take this long. Because this 5 minute, if the 5 minute rejects and wicks up higher and doesn't make a lower high, longs are back in play for me. But if this in the last 26 seconds closes, makes a new lower low, then I will be looking at shorts. So let's keep an eye. Okay, nice. We got a lower high. I'm going to flip my bias short. Make sure I am on the pro or challenge account. We'll move this up just a little. Aggressive or conservative with the tree. Okay, so lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Now we've made a new lower low. We broke this last lower high and made a new lower low. Entry at 5-minute supply is the plan. Okay, it looks like we might not get it. We might not get it. Tap the 1 hour. Okay, we didn't get it. All good. Would have been my entry was just a little too aggressive. Let me see in the 5-minute. Yeah, I mean it didn't even tap on the 5-minute either. So, you know, that sucks, but sometimes you get your entries filled, sometimes you don't. I still like it. I'm going to stick to this next 5-minute candle because enter up here. See if we can get filled. Like it would be neat to see price come up and just kind of stop people out here to go short. Probably lower it just a tad. 237875. Two, 3, 6, 5, 7, 8, 3. There you go. This 1 hour candle is about to close. We're going to be at the top of the hour. Let's see what happens, guys. All right, 1 hour candle closed. Made a new lower high. See if we get filled. Just making sure it's my challenge account. It is. And now we're taking long shorts. See if we get it filled. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get it. Yep, it just made the new lower high here, so the next leg lower. Yeah, my entries are a little too conservative, but let's see if we get filled. I'm gonna let this next 5-minute candle form. No challenge account yet, guys. No challenge account. It's all just, or no pro account, funded accounts. This is just challenges. So we grabbed the 13 EMA, which is pretty bullish on the 1 minute time frame. We're close to getting filled.
Order filled.
All right, we are filled long or short. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not my day, y'all. Not my day. We're cooked. 270, 350 is the stop loss. There you go. Dang. That was pretty bad. I'm hoping this trend line holds.
Order filled.
Up, we're stopped out. You just watched somebody lose $570 today. It does suck. Not gonna lie, it does suck. But guess what, guys? This is just part of the game. Are you gonna be right every single time? No. Last week we were profitable. This morning, it's a little rough. Now look at it. Taps a trend line. Let's see if it holds and then flips. Okay. Well, hopefully this is entertaining to you guys, but it's not fun. But I've not been a good loser. There's a book called The Best Loser Wins, something like that, and it really helped me with my mindset. But Tom Hugart book really helped me understand like the power of being a good loser. Yo, don't do this to me. I want to take it short so bad. Like now I'm emotionally chasing it. 283 550. That was our stop. But yeah, Tom Hugart talks about being a good loser in trading. And I still am learning to be a good loser. I'm not the best loser at trading. But he talks about Tiger Woods. And he knew a golf player that played with Tiger Woods, and he talked about how Tiger Woods was really, really, really good at losing, or really, really good at not allowing his mistakes to fumble him on the next hole. And that really opened my eyes that, you know, when you're trading, you're in it. You're seeing the dollar signs, you're trying to make money. And when you have a losing trade, you allow yourself for it to affect the next trade. So I really have to recognize those feelings. Like right now, yeah, I want to get in one more time because trend line's holding. You know, there's a chance that it can go short, and then if it does, I'm going to be frustrated. Yada yada. Like all these different thoughts come to mind. But why do I want to do that? Why do I want to re-enter? One, because I don't want to miss out. That's FOMO. Two, because I don't want to be wrong. Or if I'm right and I'm not in it, I'm going to be pretty frustrated, right? All of that really coincides with feeling emotions. And you don't want to trade even with emotions. So yeah, with that whole story of Tiger Woods being a trader or being the greatest golfer because he doesn't allow the mistake that he had on the last hole affect him on the next, really opened my eyes. And that was one of the other golf players that played with him all the time. He was like, the biggest thing that I've learned from Tiger Woods is when he makes a mistake on the hole before, you know, let's say the 14th hole. I don't know much about golf, but he's on the 14th hole. He fumbles it or, you know, doesn't hit it right or something happens that's out of his control. He goes to the next hole with the right mindset that it didn't even happen. He just moves forward. And that was the biggest takeaway that he had with Tiger Woods. And it's the same thing. It applies here to trading. So we have 2 losses, $570 down. Yeah, I want to win. Yeah, and even the pressure of trading in front of people and people rewatching this. Yeah, there's pressure. But at the end of the day, I can care less. Like, I can make this money back and we can make money on the next trade. But ideally, you don't want to take that next setup without you being in the right mindset. Because that's where being a good trader is. So let's say I take one more setup today. If I take one more setup and it's a loser, but I did it out of being confident, understanding what I'm doing, like taking the confluences ahead of me and going, you know, taking the trade with confluences as if it was my first trade of the day, and I did that and it was still a loser, I'd be proud of myself. I'd be happy because I didn't trade out of emotions. I know I'm rambling today, but that's the truth. Trying to work myself through those emotions. So yeah, so we got stopped out. Not bad. It's making the new lower high. So I feel pretty confident in taking this short one more time. Limit sell 5. See if we get filled up here. One more time. Doing that trend line test. 8, 9. Boom. We're taking that trend line test, and I'm just taking it one more time, guys. That's it. We tested the trend line. I'm only in 2.
Order filled.
All right. This is my last shot for the day. It touched the trend line. Totally fine if it's a loser, but it's the same bias that I had last time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, sweet. But I'm just following some sort of confluence. The confluences are lower high, 5-minute supply, retest of this trend line. The 1 hour we're making lower highs. So those are my stabs. Some coffee grinds in my coffee. Part of me wants to move to break even because I don't want to lose anymore, but it's being emotional. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move to break even because I don't want to lose anymore. As much as that's being emotional, I just don't want to lose anymore. So we're going to break even and calling it a day if we get stopped out on all the accounts. That's bad. Don't do what I'm doing because it might come back down. But I'm feeling too emotional, and if I lose more, I'm going to be pretty frustrated. So if it holds here, we can potentially see a trend line break. So don't want to be a part of that. Come on, give us the sell off. We got one more candle left on this 5-minute candle, or one more minute left, and I want to see it close bearish. Oof, don't think we're gonna get it. Nope. Come on. Come on. Going. Come on. Come on, sellers. Come on, where are all the bears at? Where are my homies at? All the sellers at? 26 seconds left. Really want to see this 1-minute candle sell off. If we don't, we're stopping out. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, we're stopping out. It's a strong area. Trying to give it as much room as possible. It's trying, guys, but don't like the wicks here. Really need to see it push lower. Okay. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sell off. It's trying. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the 1 minute candles waking up like this. But I'm just letting it ride, break even or not. All right, we gave it our best shot, guys. We gave it our best shot. Stopped out, and stopped out. All right. It is what it is. Stopped out. Totally happy with that stop out. We gave it our shot lower. We were in the profit in money for a little bit. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I don't want to force it. I don't want to look at the charts anymore because then it's going to make me feel like I got to take a trade. So just going to chill out and get the day started. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to go in the Discord. It's in the description below. See, look, my mind's already like, look at this. Look at this trend line on gold. It's very nice, very clean. But I don't. I'm struggling with myself. Am I on tilt? Like, that's the question. Am I on tilt right now? I might be on tilt, and I might be taking trades out of emotions. TBH. Longs on NQ? Very possible right now. Very possible. Longs on gold? Not yet. Probably wait for a trendline break of some sort. Right? Longs in NQ? Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm just flipping my bias back and forth. But look at this 5-minute chart. Came back up, stopped people out. You know, if I were to take a long, I'd want to see it break this last lower high. This right here. I want to see 5-minute break higher to come retest and then go. Yeah. I got it right here. It's a 1 hour demand. That's what I have this marked out as. So longs are interesting here. I was playing it short with this break of structure. We got stopped out long already. I don't know when you joined, Jeff, but now I'm flipping my bias back to longs up into the supply area. But before I do that, I'd want to see it break this last lower high here, move higher, and then come and retest for us to go long. I'm going to be extra patient on that. Could be like something like this. But that 5-minute candle don't look too promising. On the 1 minute, the EMAs are kind of flat. We're testing this trend line. On the 5-minute, we still closed below the 13 EMA. So it's still kind of bearish. We're fighting sellers in this 1 hour demand. The last 15-minute candle closed on 13, which is nice. But I just want to wait for a stronger confirmation. So that's what we're going to do. Y'all heard me say, I just want to see a candle close above this. candle closes above this, I will be looking for longs. A 5-minute candle close above. And guess what? Patience pays. All right. So let's be patient. So we have two opportunities. Gold looks like, if there is a trend line break, we can do wait for the retest. And Q feels like it has more volatility. It's less choppier. So I do want to I'm going to focus my efforts on NQ. Very nice. Very nice. We got the nice close above. So now we'd be looking at an entry, or the candle hasn't closed yet, but we'd look at an entry in this 5-minute demand zone. So we want to see this candle close above these two bodies candle and then look to go long. So I'm going to put my entry long to get ready. Uh, 2 minutes left. Just gotta be patient. I don't want to try getting in and then all of a sudden the last minute it just completely, so like it is right now. A line here. One minute 50 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. As long as I see a close above here, I'm going to enter long. Looking good. Really good. Very nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my limit buy here. It's 1 minute. Gonna raise my entry to here. Okay. Strong move up. Strong move up. Longs would have been nice, but I don't want to chase. So we can be patient, wait for some sort of pullback if there is going to be. So our original thesis to go short at this trend line seems pretty decent if we don't get the pullback to go long. We're in a 1 hour like large demand, which I knew that from before. But again, we're not looking for huge moves, so raise it here under this wick. There's a gap there. Two, three, 5, and then 7, 7, 0. Yeah, is there a chance that it comes all the way down here? That's a big 5-minute candle close, but if it does, I'm going to take it on the pro account also. All right, gold broke the trend line. We're in 1 hour demand, but there's no break of the last lower high. It would have to break here for me to want to longs. So do is set a alert. All right, looks like it's coming down. I do want to take this on the pro count. So we're going to go boom, boom, 8. Whoa, 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 whoa. 8.
Order filled.
All right, we are in the pro account, and we are long on everything else too. This will be my last shot for the day, y'all, because now I'm on the pro account too. I'm nervous. Heart's racing. Come on. We're getting chop sueyed up in here, y'all.
Order filled.
Bro, that's bad. That's bad. That was a clean setup in my opinion, and we still got stopped out. Nasty. That's a nasty candle. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day because I can tell I'm on tilt. So we're down $945 on the challenge accounts on take profit or TopStep. On the pro account, I took a $300 loss, which is all good. We're still good, and everything else, the way it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna hop off here and see you on the next one because I don't want to keep staring at the charts and then end up taking a trade. So, keep your stops tight and remember to live to fight for another day. I'll see you guys in the next video.